Buckle up, it's a cold one, Jean-Luc. I hope you brought your backpack and your coat, because you're going to need it.
Let's try that again. But I like that energy. Monster Hunter World Iceborne is almost upon us, Ben.
That it is. Buckle up, bring a coat. It's cold, but it's all good. We've got your back with a cool tour of what's going on here in the new gathering hub and kind of just the general area where you hang out and do a lot of your questing.
Yeah, we're going to run you through the areas, show you where everything is, so that when Iceborne is out for you, you know exactly where to go and what to do.
Exactly, because it can be kind of difficult adjusting to a new place. But let's start off. First things first, as soon as you come into the new area, you're going to see that you've got a lot of like your main stuff that you need to kind of, oh, hey Keith, how's it going?
Oh, you're poopy.
You got your quest board right here. You've got an equipment box, and you've also got a place to manage your palico.
Perfect.
All lined up right there, ready to go. So that's all standard. There isn't much that's changed there, but it's available for you.
Cool.
But if you want to talk about new stuff, boy howdy have I got something for you. You've got an entire new house that you can actually customize and do up. So here we are. This is my house that I've built up.
I like your pink.
Oh yeah, I've got some cool walls thematic stuff. I've got a picture of the handler over here. Some cool animals hanging out. But you get to actually customize everything, like on the walls, the pictures. You get to change what food is on the table here in the middle. I've got some cool penguins hanging out by the fireplace.
That's incredible.
I love those boys. They're fantastic. And then worth mentioning, we're going to show off a couple of these. There's a gathering hub shortcut in the back of your house to take you straight there if you're messing around.
I actually did not know that.
It's a hot tip coming in for you. And then we've got this cool little kind of patio area where you can
just sit down and hang out.
Look at stuff. You've even got like a hot tub, a hot spring going on that you can hang out in and do stuff. But the most important thing is here, we talk to the housekeeper over here to actually change some of the stuff around.
So you can do room customization, which is really nice.
All sorts of stuff you can do the first floor, second floor, and these are just some of the things you can actually adjust. And things like the shelves in the back, you can actually choose what's on them. There's a lot of cool options there.
That's great.
But yeah.
Otherwise, it looks like you can do all the usual stuff that you normally do, getting your add-on bonuses, changing stuff, going to the training area and the Tail Rider Safari, although there is now another way to access the Tail Rider Safari, which does not require going to your house.
Yeah, so here we are back outside the front of our house, and we can talk to this wonderful cat right here. And they'll give us access to the Tail Rider Safari training room and getting our add-ons.
Excellent, because I hated going through a loading screen to get to all that stuff.
Yeah, so it's
Astera.
It's all out here, hanging out just for you. And if we head up over this way, everyone's favorite ecological research man, doing his work on the books.
Yeah, he hasn't changed much. It's all the same.
And if you come up over here, you got kind of like the headquarters, everyone hanging out. You've got your commander, everyone planning their next course of action. And then we've got this cool guy over here who gives you this kind of new research tool, lets you take pictures of things. It's got a whole separate set of like kind of side quests.
Objectives and stuff, yeah.
You get like armor spheres and stuff for going out and getting those pictures. It's kind of cool. I haven't messed around with it too much, but I like that it's there. But if we head over here, then we've got our favorite resource lady still sitting here hanging out, giving us those secondary quests to get more parts. Down for it. And then right down from her, we've got our good old provisions guy. Still selling all sorts of stuff, readily available for you. But a real big change comes for the botanical research and the shipments. They're all one person now.
That's great.
So you can. I don't have the shipments aren't in yet for me, so I can't like actually buy any of them yet. But it's all consolidated down to one area. He handles all of it. I'm growing a whole bunch of nullberries because I was unprepared.
For some fights.
Won't elaborate on that. But then you've got the Elder Melder hanging out here, still doing her thing.
Cool.
Cooking up some cool gems to slot.
And then what do we got over here on the left?
So up here, the place you're going to be spending most of your time at, the actual smithy. So we've got our good smithy guy over here, still doing what he does. I want to also bring up a point. There are item boxes everywhere.
I've noticed that, which is really convenient.
Yes. Almost anywhere you're going to be doing any sort of business, there's always going to be like an item box readily available for you to
So the smithy, he's mostly the same. However, there is one crucial change they've made that I think is just a little useful, the layered armor is now accessible through him rather than the resource center, which was always kind of a little weird of a place to like buy that stuff.
So now the person who makes the armor makes all the armor. It's all contained.
It makes sense now.
Yeah, so it's all together and good. And also another shortcut I want to bring up is from the Smithy. You can actually
get to the Gathering Hub.
There's
a lot of ways to get to the Gathering Hub.
There's a lot of boxes and there's a lot of shortcuts, and you've got your armory vendor over here too. You can kind of talk to them. They'll still give you quests and all that for other things. But another new thing, because we got done talking about the housing being a new thing, is the Steamworks. So you can kind of talk to this guy and you engage in like a random mini game that will let you earn just random supplies. So it'll be like full like mega potions or armor spheres, just a whole bunch of stuff for kind of just playing this guessing game. It's kind of fun. There's some really fun like
the fuel kind of fills up over time. You can also add to it. So it's the kind of thing where every once in a while you should just check out the Steamworks, play the minigame, and get some like free stuff.
Yeah, and the cutscenes that come from it are very entertaining.
They are. They're extremely entertaining.
But we still haven't visited one of the major areas. We take the shortcut down here.
Ooh, back to the beginning.
It's fancy. And you can head right up into the new canteen, which has a wonderful, sweet grandmother cat who is cooking all of our delicious meals here in the frozen wastes.
It's also in the center of the hub world, which I really like.
It's the very center. Like that shortcut literally took us right
back to the beginning. Like I like how it was always such a pain to get to the canteen, like you know, from in Astera, and by having it be in the center, it's like really easy to get to, which I like a lot.
Yeah, and then we've got everyone's favorite handler over here, doing research, eating an apple, doing her thing. But yeah, and another item box.
Excellent.
But all of this is well and fine, but you can just hang out in the Gathering Hub now.
Why don't we do that?
Let's head into there and see what they've got going on.
Okay, Gathering Hub. I like this Gathering Hub a lot.
This Gathering Hub is fantastic. You can do almost everything in it with the exception of one thing we've kind of found, but we'll hit on that when we get to it. Let's start off over here. First, we've got a Palico management area. Right next to, you guessed it, it's another item box.
What are we at now? That's 4 item boxes?
There's so many.
So you got your botanical research and the ship guy right there.
All contained. And then we've also got the provision stockpile right next to that. Then over this way, you can't miss it, the canteen. It's huge.
In the middle.
So many seats. And it's within like what? It's like 2 or 3 steps away from the quest counter. Along with the arena counter. And then you've got another item box.
And another Palico.
With another Palico station. Because if you don't want to, like, I guess, hang out with people on the other side, you can kind of, like, have your own thing going over here.
Oh, that makes sense.
Then also worth mentioning, back over this way, we've got our resource center so we can manage all of that.
That's really nice. I like that a lot.
Yeah. And over here, you've got your cool group manager.
Oh yeah, are you gonna try and pimp a group here?
If you want to, you can join the GameSpot squad, where we do Monster Hunter Mondays.
I love this plug you're doing.
On Fridays. It's not even called Monster Hunter Mondays anymore, but yeah, we got our squad. You should join it. It's a real good time.
I love that. Thank you.
You got it anytime. But one of the biggest changes, I already started heading towards it because I'm so excited, is if we head down here, you actually have access to the armory right in the Gathering Hub. And it's got
so nice.
All the same stuff. You've got the item box down here still. You've got the armory vendor, and then you've also got him with all the stuff still here in the menu. All in one spot.
Excellent.
It's perfect. I love it. So then you gotta head back up here, and then we've got some of the more fun things. Like this is where you'll find the arm wrestling barrel. A very important thing for settling disputes. You've got cool little chairs to sit in. And you've also got this kind of like sauna. If you like sit in for too long, you get too hot and you end up stumbling around and falling over. It's a pretty good time. See who can last the longest. You've got this cool hot spring over here with this beautiful view. Just kind of throw yourself down in the water and relax.
I really like that.
Just kind of do one of these, hang out with your Palico.
Talk about your armor, man. Come on, you're wearing full armor in there.
That's true.
That's no good.
Yeah,
there we go. At least don't wear in pants. It's kind of weird, but
it's fine. It's how it goes. But yeah, and then most importantly, like this is good and all, but the best thing right next to the quest, it's like they knew that people would accept the quests and then come back over to this to like to unwind and relax. There's 4 seats for it. Just hang out in a foot bath. You can bring your cat on over and you just kind of relax. We'll toggle our armor again.
Yeah, you can
It's got 2 levels.
Good pets.
But yeah, and then we can see here, we can just play with our cat.
Oh.
And this is the best feature in the new hub zone for you to kind of.
I think in all of Iceborne, it's the best thing about it.
It really is. This is what we've always wanted. Is just to be able to hang out with our cats, and it's happening.
Well, cool. So as we said, that is everything you can do in the Gathering Hub. The only thing that you can't do, as we mentioned before, there's one thing you can't do.
Oh yeah.
And that is unfortunately the Tail Rider Safari is not accessible here.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a bummer because it's like the one thing that you can't do in the Gathering Hub.
Unless by the time you're watching this and it comes out and you found it somewhere, let us know because we looked everywhere we can't find it.
I don't think it's in there.
I don't think it's in here.
But I appreciate you trying to cover our bases.
Hey, that's what you got to do sometimes.
Well, thank you for that tour, Ben. That is everything in the new area where everything is. I imagine that you probably are going to want to exclusively use this new hub world over Astera. There's actually an option to pick which area you want to spawn into. So you can just straight up say, I want the Seliana Gathering Hub to be the default area I always spawn into, which is super convenient. I'm going to pick that one because why else would I go anywhere else?
Exactly. Thank you for joining us. I hope you may have found some of this information helpful in finding your way around the new hub area in Monster Hunter World Iceborne. We've got all sorts of cool things coming up coverage-wise, including getting back to doing hunts with you guys on our live show that Jean-Luc and I do, and we'll hope to see you there.